So in this session, we'll discuss about directories, how to create a directory, and how to uh, like the same way how to remove the directory, and how to rename the directory, and how to copy the directory. Okay. So the first one is, uh, if you want to create a directory, uh, the uh, syntax is mkdir. Okay, mkdir. If I give vijay, so it will create a directory with this name. Mkdir is nothing but make directory. So if you give ls -lrt, so I am in this path, I have created this directory. So this is the directory name, right? Okay. So now I'm go to the directory cd vijay, and I am creating some files. Okay, like suppose cat a, this one, and cat b, this one. So in this directory, I have created two files. Okay. Suppose if you want to remove the directory, so generally what is the, so to create the directory it is mkdir, and to remove the directory we'll use the rmdir. Okay. Suppose if you want to remove the directory, the first thing is your directory should be empty. So first you need to delete the files in the directory, then you can delete your directory. So let's say I am in this path. Okay, home mobile external vijay, I am in this directory. Suppose if you want to delete the directory, I can't delete it, right? Because I am in this path. So if you want to delete the directory vijay, you go one step back. Okay, then you can delete the vvbb directory. So because, so you can't delete the directory. Suppose if you are in this directory, okay, you can't delete it. So if you want to delete it, you want to come one step back, and you can delete this directory. Okay, suppose to delete the directory it is rmdir. This is the remove the directory. If I give vijay, okay, so it is saying the directory is not empty, because if you want to delete any directory, first you need to delete the files, you make it empty the directory, and then only you can delete the directory. Okay, then I am moving to this directory. So what is the files it has? It has a and b. So rm a space b, I will delete the files. So if I see, right now I don't have any files, I am in this directory. If you want to delete the vijay directory, so just go one step back and give rm dir and vijay, then you can delete the directory, right? So it is saying no rm vijay. So vijay, it is saying that no directory name called with vijay. Okay, so because I am in vijay, right? So that's why it is unable to delete. So you need to go one step back. Okay, so now you are in home mobile external, then you can delete rmdir vijay. First you need to make it empty the directory, then you can delete the directory. Okay, so let's say my scenario is I have multiple directories. So let's say I have a directory mkdir vijay. So if I go to that vijay, okay, again I have the some files touch a b c. Okay, again I am creating a directory vvbb. So cd vvbb, again I have the files a b c. Okay, if you see, so ls minus lrt. So in vvbb I have these three files. If I go one step back, okay, so this is the directory. So in the home mobile external, first we have the directory vijay. In vijay you have the three files. Again we have the another directory vvbb. If I go to this vvbb directory, I have again three files. Okay, so now my scenario is I want to delete this vijay directory. First what I need to do is, first I need to so before, suppose if I have another directory within the directory, first I go to the directory. Okay, and check that is there any directories or files. Okay, here I have only one file. I don't have any directory. First I need to make it empty vvbb directory. Okay, first delete this one and delete this one, right? Okay, so first I will delete rm a space b space c. Okay, in VBBB, I made it the directory is empty. I delete all the files. Okay, and I don't have any directories. First, then go one step back. Okay, first to delete VBBB. Okay, now I have deleted VBBB, right? So now I am in this Vijay directory. If I go ls minus lrt, VBBB is deleted. Then again delete A, B, C. Then one step back and rmdir Vijay. So we can delete in this way. Suppose if you want to delete a directory, in this directory we have the set of files and directories. So again in that directory we have the set of files and directories. First you need to do deletion recursively. So what is the lost directory? First you made it delete that one, then next directory, then next directory. We need to delete in this way. Okay.
So we cannot like delete the whole directory
Yeah.
without deleting the previous files and all, like
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever the files.
Yes.
Can
Exactly.
we delete directly?
Yeah, yes, good question. We have the another option. So rmdir is used to delete a directory. For this syntax is about. So whenever the directory is an empty, then only we can delete it by using this command. We have the another command rm minus r. What it will do is it will delete the directory forcibly. Even in this directory we have the multiple files and directories. Again in the directory we have the multiple files and directories. So it will do automatically by its own. It will do the deletion of recursively one by one, and finally it will delete it. Even we have the data, it will delete it. So let's say, so I am creating a directory vvbb. Okay, I am creating a files a b c. Okay, I am creating directory vijay. Okay, cd vijay. Again I have the file. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. So here I am creating touch A, B, C. Okay, let's say now we are in ABC directory. So in the ABC directory, I have the some set of files, and again I have a directory VVBB. Okay, if I go to VVBB, again I have created some files here. Okay, so now I am in this VVBB directory. I have this set of files. Okay, yeah, basically in Vijay, we have the some set of files and VVBB directory. Again in the VVBB directory, we have the set of files. If you want to delete Vijay, if you want to delete Vijay without deleting one by one, go to the latest directory and make it the directory empty and delete the directory. Then go one step back, again delete the files, make the directory empty and delete the directory. So instead of that, we can use a command rm minus r. That self it will do deletion one by one automatically. There is no manual. So the minus r is nothing but recursively. So first it will go for the latest directory and delete it, then go for next step and it will delete it. It will delete it by its own. Okay. So now I am in, now I am in mobile extern, right? Okay, if I want to delete directory Vijay, so if you give rm minus r Vijay, it will delete the directory. Okay, it will do the recursively. So what it will do, first it will go to VBB directory and delete the files and delete the VBB directory, then go to come to Vijay and delete the files and delete the directory. So rm minus r is nothing but it's recursively delete the directory even if the directory has the data, multiple files. Again we have the directory and again we have the directory and we have the files. By its own it will do the recursively. So general rmdir command is it's not allow to delete the directory if you have the file content. So generally rmdir, if you want to delete the directory, first you need to make it empty the files and then delete the directory. But rm minus r is nothing but even if you have the files and directories, again in the directories we have the files and directories, it will do recursively delete the directories and delete the main directory.
So Vijay,
Yeah.
if we do RM minus R,
Okay.
RM minus R, and we have some permission issues there, then it will still delete it.
No, no. Permissions issues is different mosaic. So this command is work for anyone. So permission is nothing but what is the permissions the directory has. Okay. So what is the username you have login? It's depend upon your user logged in. Suppose
Then
there
my
are the
point is,
few. Yeah.
if you created it, but I want to delete it, I can still delete it with this command, or like it does not allow me to.
Yeah. It's depend upon what is the permissions it has. Suppose this is the. I will explain it later about the permissions. Like this is the permissions owner. Okay, this is the group. Others, if you have the permissions, we can delete it. Otherwise, we can't delete it. Suppose,
Okay.
let's say, suppose if you go to the production data, so the owner should have the all the permissions. Maybe the owner is some data stage admin or like some they are the some super users. So the owner has all the permissions on the file. Okay, group has the only few permissions. Others, if they have permissions, they can delete it. Otherwise, you can't delete it. So I can't delete a directory in the production system, right? So what is the permissions they have set for others? So we are others or comes under a group. So do we have the permission? So can only we can delete it. It's not only directory, any file or anything. If you want to read the file, sometimes we are unable to read the files as well. So we can't open a file if they don't have the permissions. So we can't write. Write is nothing but we can't update the file. X is nothing but execution. We can't execute the file. So this is the permissions what they have set. So based upon that we can delete or not delete. So if you see in the production, so we can only mostly we can they will give the permissions only to read it. We can't update any file because that is the production files and production scripts and production SQLs. So at the time, so I am sure that they don't allow to remove any file. So we don't just access the production box and we can just view the data. If you want to edit anything, again we need to go to the lower environment in the dev. We can change the what is the logic we want to going to change it, and we need to again migrate the code to UAT, SIT, and production. Production we can't edit the data and we can't delete the file. Okay, and moreover, coming to the directory structure, only the admin people they will create the directory structure. We will not mostly delete the any directories in production box because uh, all the directories will be created by admin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was that is it answerable to you?
Yeah. So, but later on we'll cover this access point, right? How we
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
this.
Later on, we will discuss actually what is the permissions, what is the user permissions, and what is the owner, and what is the other, what is the RWX. I will explain it later about the permissions, how to change the permissions. Suppose I want to give permissions to some other user, how to give it. So we can discuss it.
Okay. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. So in the same way, RM minus R is nothing but it's recursively delete the directories. Okay. So the basic difference between RMDIR and RM minus R is nothing but RMDIR. If you want to delete any directory, we should make it empty. Then only we can delete it. RM minus R is it's not like that. Even if you have the files and directories, again we have the files and directories. It will do recursively from lower environment to higher lower level to higher level. It will delete one by one and it will do files, and finally it will delete the directory automatically by its own. Okay, so the mkdir, so using cat command, and you can using touch command, and you can using rm command, you can view multiple files and you can delete multiple files at a time, and you can create multiple files at a time, right? Like the same way we can delete multiple directories at a time. So mkdir a b c. So what it will do is, so files are existed. So here what does it mean is, so with the abc we have the files, so we can't create directory name with abc. If you see ls means lrt, already the files names with we have the files with abc, right? I can't create again directory in the same path with abc. So mkdir PQR. So what it will do, it will create the directories, multiple directories at a time. Give space, directory 1, space directory 2, space directory 3. If you want to delete, is it work? PQR. So we can delete at a time, right? So like the same way, uh, while we are deleting the files, we have seen two options. One is -i and second one is -f. Is nothing but -i, it will ask the confirmation, and -f, it's forcefully deleted. Like the same way, to delete a directory, okay, we can use this option. Okay, like suppose I have created a directory mkdir p. So if you want to delete rm-ir-p, so it will ask the confirmation you are going to delete or not. So if I say yes, it will delete it in recursively. Okay. Okay. Again, so again, what is the directories it has? It will ask prompts one by one. You can give yes, yes, yes. Minus is nothing but to delete the files, right? And second one is how to copy a directory. So like the files we have created, how to create a file, how to copy a file, okay, how to remove a file, and how to move a file. Okay, these are we have discussed in the files, right? Like the same way, in the directories we have how to create a directory mkdir, how to delete a directory rmdir, or you can use rm-r. Okay, you can use I option for to prompting every time for every deletion it will ask for confirmation. So then how to copy your directory? So I have some set of directory structure here, so I want to copy it to somewhere. Like let's say I will explain it. So I have a directory Vijay. Okay, under Vijay I have VVBV. So ABC. So this is the structure I have, right? In VVBV I have some set of files A, B, C. Okay, X, Y, Z. So what is the exactly copy means? How it will copy it? So again, in the Vijay, this is the directories, right? Again, I have the another directory home. I have a directory RAM. Okay. So Vijay, it will be under home directory. Under home we have the Vijay. So in Vijay we have the VVBB and files and this one. So next one is under home I have the another directory RAM. So I have the one directory is A. Okay, I have the files this one. Okay, and again I have the another directory PQR, and I have the files this one. Suppose if I say copy this directory A to ABC, then what it will do, it will copy the directory not only A, under A we have this set of files, again directory PQR. Okay, in the PQR this file, the entire structure will be copied. It's not cut, so it will copy it to here. Okay, that is nothing but copy the structure. So if you want to copy a directory, so in the directory we can have the multiple files, again some directories. So in the directory we have multiple files, again directories. The entire structure, entire the tree structure, the entire the directory structure from after ROM. Okay, so ROM we have the directories files and again directory files. The entire structure, this will be copied and placed into, suppose I want to copy it under ABC. So the structure will be copied here. Okay. So let's see how to copy the directory. Like suppose this is the directory. So I am creating directory A. Okay, it's not allows us because with the A you have the file name. So I don't want to. I am unable to create a directory with the file name A. So already exists. Okay, so I am giving a directory like ABC. Okay, if I go to the ABC, okay, I have your files A, B, C, and I have the directory PQR. So again in PQR directory, okay, so I have created files. So these are the files. Okay, so if you see the structure, so under home mobile external, I have the file ABC, directory ABC. There I have the three files, and I have the directory PQR. Again in the PQR, I have this file. Now I want to copy this directory, this structure into some other place. Like if you see CD home, I want to copy it here. CD home, we have the Mobixter and Shashank IT, right? So I want to copy the structure ABC from ABC. I want to copy this directory. So it's nothing but under this directory, what is the files and directories? So again, under the directories, what is the files and directories? So from this here to the lower environment, what is the structure it has? The entire structure will be copied to here. Okay. So to copy the directory, we can use cp minus r. So now I am in this directory. Okay, I am in this root directory. Okay, so I am in this home directory. I want to copy a directory. You can use the minus r option. Okay, so my source directories I want to copy. So now you are in this directory. You are addressing some other directory. You need to give the full path, right? Okay, now in the under mobile extern I have the ABC. Then directly I can give ABC. Okay, and my target path is, so now I am not in this target path, then give the full path home. Okay, home. Okay, so the ABC structure I copied it here to under home. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now you are in the directory. If you go to back, just see the ABC is copied or not. ABC is copied, right? If you go ABC, we have the files and PQR directory. If you see PQR, again we have the files R, triple R and some R. You got it? So we copied. So what we have done, CP minus capital R is nothing but we are copying. Copying a directory is nothing but, so this is the directory I am copying. So that means from that directory to the lower environment, lower level, again we have in the ABC we have some set of files and directories. So again in the PQR we have some set of files and directories. That entire structure from ABC, that entire structure will copy it from that location to what is the location I have specified, forward slash home. So this entire structure will copy it and place it to there. Here it is doing copy, not move. You got it right? Move, what it will move, copy will do now the both copies will be there. If you see in the home, we have the ABC. Okay, if you see the in the home, you have the ABC directory and PQR. If you see, if you go to the your original directory, what it is copied from, that is CD mobile exter. Okay, if you see this ABC also exists here. I have done just copy. My original is there and what I have copied that is also there. Move is different, right? When you move the original, we can lost it. Move is nothing but we can move a object from A
Yeah.
location to B location. Then the object will be there in the B, not available in A, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
Yes.
how to do move? Move is nothing but we can use the normal move command. So it is the move command is same for files and directories. For files also you are using MB, like the same way for directories also we are using MB. But what is the difference? So to delete the files, it is RMDIR. For directories files it is RM. Okay, for to copy the file CP, if you want to copy a directory, it is CP minus capital R. Okay, but move is same. So let's say I will move the now I have the directory, right? Suppose now I have the directory ABC. I want to move it to some other location. So in home mobile extern, I have the ABC is the one directory, VVBV is the one directory. Now I am moving ABC directory to VVBV. Okay, see now the ABC directory, now it is not there, right? So this directory under the structure, the entire thing is moved to VVBV. If I go to the CD VVBV, if you see the LS minus LRT, this ABC will be moved, right? The directory structure moved. So again in the ABC we have the files and PQR directory, and PQR directory we have the list of files. So when you do the move, we lost it the original, right? So the object is moved. Okay, that ABC is moved to this directory. Yeah, Mozart, you have any queries? Is it clear to you? Hello?
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, is it clear to you? You have any queries on this?
This I have understanding, Vijay. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. So VV, suppose how the rename will work. Suppose it is in the same directory. So move VVBV to VVBV1. So then how it will work? It will work as a rename, right? So in the same directory, previously I have moved ABC directory to some other location. So it will work as the actual move. So I am telling that VVBV, okay, what is this directory? I am giving VVBV1. Okay, so it will work as a rename, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is about the directories, okay, files and directories. Then we'll discuss about two important commands, that is the comparison and diff. So comparison and diff is nothing but, suppose if your two files is same or not. Same is nothing but the data and everything, it should be identical. Okay, suppose I want to compare these two files are same or not. So let's say I have two files. One is cat ABC. I have given hi. This is Vijay. Okay, this is my content, right? Again in the cat XYZ. Okay, hi. This is Vijay. So if you see ls minus lrt, the ABC and file and XYZ file both have the same number of bytes, same data. That means size is same. So let's see data is same or not. Cat ABC and cat XYZ. So we can say that these two files have the same content, right? Suppose if your file has records some 1,000 lines, then we can't compare it in this way, right? So we have the command. One is the CMP. CMP is nothing but we are comparing the two files. So comparing is nothing but that data. It should be identical. It should be identical. Uh, Comparison nothing but. Okay. Suppose I have the ABC and XYZ. So it is not returning anything, right? That means both files are identical. If there is any differences found, it will display as the output. So exactly where is the difference, it will display it. Okay. So there is the another command DAFF ABC XYZ differences in the files. So it is not prompting any output, right? That means both files are same. If you so you can so CMP command and DAFF difference command, so it is we are generally used to check the two files are same or not. So if I give the CMP command and file1 file2, it is not written anything, that means those two files are identical. So again I have used diff command and give the file1 and file2, it didn't return any output, it means both files are identical. So suppose let's say if the files have the differences, how the output will show from CMP command and how the output will show the DAFF command. We can see both commands are used to check the files are same or not, right? So why we have the different commands? One is the CMP and one is the DAF. If really the two files are not identical, we have the differences. How CMP command will throws the output, how DAF command will throws the output. Okay, so let's say in the ABC file, okay, like VI ABC. So VI is to edit the your data. Okay, so I can say it as I have replaced it to E. I have replaced to C. Okay, I will explain it later. So V-editor is basically to edit your file. Okay, so if you see, I have ABC, cat, and XYZ. Now we have these two files, right? Now these two files are not identical. Here it has EHIS. Here it has THIS. So it is here it is TIJAY and it is VAJAY. So both CMP and DF commands are check that the files are identical or not. So how it works, how CMP works and how DAF will work. So if I give CMP ABC XYZ, so what it is showing? It is showing that character 4 line 1 the file has the differences, right? So if you take the two files, character 4, this is the first character, second character, third character, and this is the fourth character, right? So this is also showing 1, 2, 3, 4. At the fourth character, it is showing that the line number 1, fourth character, it is showing that it has the differences. It has the difference. What about this character? It is also a difference, right? So this is the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So this will take it as the one character. Eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12th character also has difference, right? Why it is not showing 12th character? It is showing only fourth character, right? So CMP is nothing but it will do the comparison of two files. Okay, it will do the comparison of two files on a character basis. It will check the each character. First it will check the first character here, first character here. Okay, both are same. Then go to the second character, both are same. Third character, both are same. Fourth character, it found any differences, it will show the difference and it will stop the execution. It will not go to again check for fifth character because even if a single character we have the difference, then we can say both files are not identical, right? So why we need again check all the characters? Okay, CMP command is nothing but CMP file A, file B. If I didn't found any output, that means both files are identical. CMP command, it will check character by character on the two files. Whenever it found the any difference on a particular character, so it will show that this is the difference it has and it will stop the execution. It will not again go to the execution for the next character. Okay, it's a character base. It will check the two files. Okay, and what is the DAF? DAF, ABC and XYZ. See, it is showing at the line wise. Okay, DAF command also it will do the comparison of the two files, but it will return the output as the line wise. So it is saying that in the first file ABC XYZ, these are the two files, right? So in the ABC X file, it is find out like this is -1 2 +1 2. Okay, hi, this is TAGHY. Hi, these are the lines, right? This is the first line and this is the second line. So first line, this is the first line from ABC file, and second line ABC file. This is the first line ABC file and this is the second line ABC file. So it will show the lines where exactly difference it will show that particular line. So let's say, let me correct the ABC file. Okay, VI ABC. Now my first line I will make it correct. Okay, now first line is correct, right? Only second file has the second line has the difference, right? ABC cat XYZ. So if I give CMP ABC XYZ, so it is showing that at the line to 12th character, this is the issue. First line I don't have any issue, right? It's not compared at the line wise. So at the only 12th character, it has the difference. So come to the DIFF command. So ABC. So the basic difference is comparison. It will do the comparison at the character level. It will do the particular character. But difference is it will check the line wise. So first line, okay, first line here, okay, it's okay. Second line, second line. So this is the difference. It will stop the execution on the particular line. So now it is saying that so it is the difference in this line, right? So it is showing that particular line. So both the functionality is the same. Functionality is the same. But if you want to know exactly where we have the difference and which line, so if you want to know the line number or so in the comparison also we can know the line number. That's not a problem. You can use any syntax, like you can use any command CMP or DAF. So comparison is nothing but it will display the where exactly the character number and what is the line number. But DEF is, so it will not compare that the character by character. First line and first line both are same or not. Okay, yes. Then go to second line. Second line, second line. Okay, now I have find the differences at the second line. It will print the two lines from file A and file B and it will stop the execution. Okay, no, sorry, it's not stop the execution. It will like that compare all the files and it will show that exactly in which lines it has the difference. It will display all the lines. Okay. Yeah, so this is about comparison and difference. Okay, so yeah, okay, so in the next session we'll discuss about VA editor, right? So as of now, please do practice of about the startup commands and about the files and about the directories and comparison and DAFF command. So in the next session, we will discuss about ls, right? So so I told that initially in the first session I told that just remind this command ls means lrt, so it will give the long listing of the files and directories. So whenever any file is started with D, so that is nothing but directories other than all the other files. So how to list out the files in the ls also? We have ls is nothing but it will give the long listing. If you give ls, so it will ls is nothing but it will just list out what is the files and directories available on that particular directory where you find this query. So in the ls we have the different options. Minus l option you can give it, you can give it minus r option, you can give it minus t option, just you can give only minus ls. Okay, so we have the some lot of options is available there in the ls command. So in the next session we will discuss about the ls command, and we will discuss about va editor, how to edit the files. Okay.
Okay.
Okay guys, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah, thank you.